Thank you very much for joining us today for NTT IR Day 2024, despite your busy schedules. My name is Nakamura from NTT. I will be moderating today's event. Thank you. Today, we have many people joining us, both in person and online. We will be holding a presentation on a topic great interest to investors, followed by a Q&A session with you. And also, we will have a comprehensive Q&A session that we do not limit the topic. So I hope that you can stay us till the end. The event is scheduled to finish around 6 p.m. Japan time. In addition, we plan to distribute the event on demand at a later date. We seek your understanding in advance. Regarding the materials for today, it will be posted on our company's IR website. At the end of each presentation material, there is a disclaimer, so please read through them. Without further ado, we would like to go into the first session. NTT DOCOMO Inc. President and CEO Yoshiaki Maeda will be present and explain consumer business growth strategy and receive your questions at the end. Mr. Maeda, please go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Maeda. I'm very grateful for this opportunity today. I would like to talk about consumer business group strategy at DOCOMO Group. I'm looking forward to the session, inclusive of the Q&A session to follow. This shows you my background. My background is reported. I joined Recruit, and then in 2000, I joined DOCOMO. As you can see, I have spent 24 years at DOCOMO, so I'm not a job hopper. I hope that I'll be able to stay until the very end. Now, in the year 2000s, I was involved in iMode, service delivery. I was responsible for planning and operation of iMode-based services. Now, from about 2010 onwards, I was involved in Smart Life business services. I was involved in planning and designing of those services. For the past 10 years, I was also involved in D-Point membership-based DOCOMO economic sphere. I was very much involved in the growth of these economic spheres for DOCOMO during the 2010. And in June, I was appointed as the president and CEO of DOCOMO. So let me talk about the vision based on which I'll be operating the group. Now, the new DOCOMO Group I will promise that new group will work together as one to demonstrate its value and will continue to group. So to achieve this as a group, what are our core values? I've compiled these thoughts into the form of new DOCOMO Group vision. We at the DOCOMO Group have transformed the structure of the industry by evolving technology, creating value, culture, and new value that is now taken for granted. So the group vision is fostering new connections with technology and resources, bringing about effortless happiness to the world through exciting value creation. So what are we doing? We believe that we can transform the structure of the industry by evolving technology and collecting value, creating a culture and new value that is not taken for granted. We also believe that resourcefulness is to take on challenges with a sense of ownership and respect that has enabled us to create new value through our commitment to connections. Now, in compiling our group vision, we would like to focus on the thought of connection, which has been a core domain of DOCOMO Group since its establishment. In order to further solidify this, we would like to create new connections by mobilizing all the technology and human resourcefulness that the group possesses. Please allow me to explain what the term connection means. Connection does not just refer to the transmission of information. Connecting at a high quality level, strengthening bond by sharing important things with family and friends. And creating and nurturing new value, combining different values. The concept encompasses all of these thoughts, which I've just alluded to. The DOCOMO Group is committed to creating various values and contributing to the realization of an ethical society by going beyond the mere connection of information transmission. We will continue to create the value of connection with consumers, corporate customers, community members, and group partners, and expand them into their respective domains. The field of providing such value is not just limited to Japan. We will continue to expand this concept around the world until it becomes a common practice. Expanding the value of connecting together with stakeholders and spread the value that not only in Japan but eventually throughout the world. We will work as one based on this concept and bring about affluence and happiness to the world through exciting value creation. So today, I will talk about consumer business growth strategy, which I believe is a point of interest to investors. First, let me talk about the network, which is the core of all our activities. When I was appointed as the president, in June, I mentioned that telecom service quality is an area that we will focus on in particular. There are two main points. First is to quickly improve the quality of the customer experience and become a carrier the customers can feel is number one in telecommunication services quality. The second is to simultaneously improve the performance and cost efficiency of the network equipment, which we believe will be part of the process of achieving this goal. Let me first talk about our efforts to improve customer experience quality. We plan to expand sub-6 areas, mainly in the urban areas, by 10% from April to August of 2024, and by 30% by the end of fiscal year 2024. That is the plan that we have. In addition to the expansion of sub-6 areas, we're improving the quality of the customer experience through a combination of area tuning and the average throughput of the Yamanote line, which is one of the most important railway traffic lines, improved by 20% from April to August 2024. We have also improved the quality of the customer experience around many important stations, including Shibuya, Osaka, and Nagoya railway stations. As you can see from this area map, the sub-6 area will continue to expand steadily, and we will continue to provide communication service quality that will satisfy our customers. Point 2. As I mentioned earlier, we intend to aggressively expand sub-6 compatible areas in order to promote high-speed, high-capacity services, and this will require a greater number of base station devices. Our policy is to procure the latest equipment offering high-performance efficiency from vendors in Japan and abroad, and we have recently procured equipment from an overseas vendor to replace base station equipment, which are in the early stages of the 5G era. In addition to the capacity measures which I mentioned earlier, we're also working on procurement to increase the efficiency of area construction, which will lead to a reduction in total cost. And in fiscal year 2025, we plan to fully introduce vRAN using virtualization technology, and we plan to achieve a strong 5G network through the best mix of superior products.
Next, I would like to talk about 3 points related to our strategy initiatives in the consumer business: customer base, mobile communication, ARPU, and evolution of growth areas. First, I would like to talk about our overall strategy for achieving growth in our consumer business. We have 2 main customer bases: the 100 million members of D Point Club membership base and the 43 million telecommunication service customer base. We will expand our share of the highly profitable telecommunications customer base, stop the decline in ARPU, and increase the profitability of the member base by expanding our business in the entertainment and finance field centered on D Point. Entertainment and finance are areas where DOCOMO's existing strengths come into play. We will create fans who join DOCOMO through sports and live events and increase opportunities to come into contact with financial services through D Point, D Card, and D Payment. Through these efforts, we will create a strong engagement with our customers and connect them to opportunities to use other services, including communication services. In addition, it is important to grow with our partners, such as merchants, in order to grow in the finance field by having our partners, a number of customers, and sales increase of deep. And we will enlarge this virtuous cycle through our marketing solutions business. With this strategy, we will strengthen our customer base and increase our revenue. I will talk about each of these in more detail later. And this is the specific revenue scale we are aiming for. With regards to consumer communications, due to decline in population and the impact of a service termination at FOMA in 2025, to a certain extent, we expect the revenue to decline. However, we will stop the decline as soon as possible, as well as expand revenue in the Smart Life business centered on entertainment, finance, and marketing solutions, with the aim of increasing revenue in total over 350 billion yen in FY 2027. Now, I will explain the telecommunications business in terms of both the customer base and ARPU. First is the customer base. Considering a decline in the domestic population, we believe that it is time to thoroughly focus on acquiring a customer base that will form the foundation of future revenue and expanding our market share. In particular, even currently, we have a market penetration rate close to 40% amongst the young and middle-aged group. However, we want to increase the number of loyal users among young and middle-aged group who use a DOCOMO service actively, in addition to communications. And we want to increase this age group of DOCOMO retail subscribers to more than 30% by fiscal year 2027. This is the current situation regarding our efforts to strengthen our customer base. Due to the three-tiered pricing strategy through eximo, ahamo, and irumo rate plans, which we reviewed last year, and our strengthened marketing activities, retail users' handset net additions is improving. In the first quarter, we improved the net additions by 30,000 compared to the previous year, and 80% of these are young and middle-aged group who we are targeting at. In addition, the churn rate for retail user handsets, which was already low compared to other telecommunications operators, as you already understand, has improved compared to the previous year, achieving a level of 0.66% in the first quarter. Subscriber acquisition is progressing ahead of plan. As the positive effect of expenses measures such as reviewing handset prices and strengthening sales promotion activities, we have seen an increase of around 100,000 subscribers up to August, especially in terms of the stores, which were reinforcing sales staffs. When comparing the situation from April, we have seen a 50% increase in port-ins in August, and we can see the clear effect of our measures on acquiring subscribers. We will further strengthen our sales measures in the second half of the year to expand this effect. On the other hand, we recognize that there are challenges in port out when it comes to preventing subscribers' outflow. One is dissatisfaction with the rate plans, particularly the fact that the churn rate for ahamo is higher than for other plans. And the second is the relatively declining proposal capabilities at the customer contact points, such as mass retailer stores. This has already been announced the other day. That is in response to the porting out of ahamo users. We have reviewed the data capacity of ahamo. When we surveyed our customers about the reasons for the high churn rate for ahamo, we found out that subscribers who used 20 gigabit or more in particular were dissatisfied with the fact that the data volume in their existing plans was insufficient for their increasing data usage over time. We have therefore decided to increase the data volume to 30 gigabits from October with no change in price. Since the announcement, we have received many positive comments from customers, such as, "I can watch videos with peace of mind," or "This is like a plan from God by providing more capacity." The usage environment, we are receiving many voices of satisfaction. We are not aiming for simple price competition. However, by making timely improvements to address customer dissatisfaction, we will strengthen our ahamo customer base. With regards to specific strengthening of proposal capabilities at sales channels, we will work on this by strengthening sales promotion at mass retailers and commercial complexes, as well as comprehensively proposing service mixes that is highly effective to lower churn rate by utilizing non-face-to-face channels. Specifically speaking, at mass retailers, we will expand our sales staff and the number of stores where we implement and measure so that we can compete effectively with other companies on the same level or above them. At Docomo shops nationwide, we will make use of our customer contact points to strengthen our proposal for services such as finance. And in addition, we will work on strengthening events in commercial complexes that are popular with families. We will utilize the history response from all channels, including contact centers and digital channels such as apps, to make proposals in a timely way. Through these initiatives, we will work to prevent churn and further improve net additions in the second half of the year.
続いて、モバイル通信。
Next, about mobile communication ARPU. We aim to reverse the ARPU trend after hitting bottom this year. While strengthening our customer base, we will steadily increase ARPU at the same time. There were many concerns about the downsell impact on individual subscribers since the launch of irumo, but we are already seeing signs of recovery. In fact, our individual ARPU is shown here on this page, and our individual ARPU is about 100 yen higher than that of all other carriers. And we will bring it to the level of 4,200 yen by the end of fiscal year 2027. So already our individual ARPU is higher than the average, as you can see. As I've mentioned earlier, we would like to continue to grow ARPU at the same time. I believe that we should respond to the issue through Docomo services. Now, as for the new subscribers, we're already making steady progress in acquiring new customers based on small and mid-sized capacity ahamo and irumo, which is contributing to the improvement of our competitiveness against other companies. We're also encouraging upselling to higher plans by offering convenient and economical services to customers after they sign on to our contract and allow them to use more data. In addition, for customers with old rate plans, we are encouraging migration to the eximo and higher ARPU by appealing new services such as Poikas plan. More customers than initially expected have chosen to migrate to eximo as a result of all these efforts. I would like to explain this about later on. Here we show you the trend of the ARPU at this moment. The ARPU usage is increasing, our data usage is increasing every single year. We have worked on music and various contents. And there are a lot of contents, a lot of subscribers who are using these contents. We believe that this trend will continue based on the numbers that we see here right now. So as a result, customers are shifting to higher data capacities for tiered pricing plans, such as irumo and eximo, which are based on data usage, and the unit price for the same pricing plan is rising year on year. So in addition to these data usage trends, We will further improve ARPU by proposing our entertainment and financial services in our service mix. We see positive effect on ARPU with our Bakuage selection and Poikatsu. We will leverage these services to accelerate our upselling to eximo. Now, as for the Bakuage selection, which we launched in April of 2023, this has been well received by our customers, and our subscribers have now topped 2.5 million. The graph shows 7 GB. This is the monthly data usage limit for Gigalite. By joining the Bakuage selection, you can see that the amount of data used by customers will be increasing. And the percentage of those customers who go on to make an upsell is actually 7 times higher than for customers who do not have a Bakuage contract. By having more customers enjoy our video services in this way, we will certainly promote upselling, because the customers will be enjoying our services as a result. The number of subscribers to Poikatsu is also steadily increasing. We have already topped 200,000. We aim to have over 1 million by the end of fiscal year 2024. As for eximo Poikatsu service, which we launched in August this year, this has also been well received. As you can see, 30% of subscribers to the pre-subscription plan have migrated from plans other than Gigaho and eximo. So this is also contributing to upselling. In addition, by subscribing to Poikatsu, the amount spent on D-card shopping has also increased by 20%, and this has led to the increase in the financial transactions which are handled. So by utilizing services and plans in this manner, we will strongly promote an increase in ARPU going forward. We are particularly focusing on the migration rate from the old plan to eximo, and we will improve this to over 60% by the fourth quarter of 2024. As you can see, eximo migration has been improving each quarter. So that being the case, when will the impact of downselling of irumo be eliminated as a result of these initiatives? In this regard, we plan to have the upselling effect of eximo outweighing the downselling impact of irumo in the fourth quarter. At the start of irumo offering, there was a lot of migration to the more advantageous plans, and there was a downselling effect in the migration from Gigalite and Kakepake. But in the first quarter results, the average unit price for those who migrated to the new plan from Gigalite has already turned positive. We will continue to build on this positive trend, and we will achieve a reversal of ARPU with this fiscal year as the bottom, and we will firmly achieve a recovery to individual ARPU to 4,200 yen in fiscal year 2027.
Lastly, I will explain about our growth areas that will become our pillar for revenue increase. Amongst the businesses I explained at the beginning regarding our strategy, I will first explain our entertainment business. By developing proprietary original IPs, such as video content format, planning live performance and events, and nurturing artists, we will grow the business through providing video streaming and licenses, conduct live performances and entertainment, as well as enhance services for fans. And through this, we are going to aim to achieve revenue of over 310 billion yen in FY27. Strengthening our entertainment business will not only lead to increasing revenue in the entertainment business, however, will also strengthen our customer base and lead to utilizing our services. By having our proprietary original IP utilized or provide real and digital services through our alliance with other entertainment partners and having many fans enjoy these, it will generate strong engagement between Docomo and our customers through entertainment, which will lead to expanding our economic sphere. With aim of acquiring a customer base based on entertainment and creating a new trend that will lead to porting into our network, we will make the most of entertainment as our major weapon, which no other mobile carrier has. Next is the finance business. Docomo has built a top-class customer base in Japan with D-Card and D-Payment and has steadily grown the business. The number of D-Card members has grown to around 18 million most recently. The finance and payments transaction handled has exceeded 13 trillion yen last fiscal year, and growth rate has reached 20%. Through collaboration with Manex and Oryx Credit, which joined the Docomo Group last year, we aim to become a partner in our customers' financial lives that uses the strengths of smartphones as the most accessible information tool. We will understand our customers' needs and customers' circumstances as data and propose appropriate financial services according to their life stage, life events, and assets. In addition to providing one of the top payment services in Japan, we also offer a wide range of financial services, including investment, loans, insurance, and accounts, and we aim to generate revenue of 630 billion yen in fiscal year 2027 by having customers entrust all of their financial service needs to Docomo. Lastly is the marketing solution business. Increasing the usage of D points and payments at our merchant stores will increase point sales revenue. And as a result of this, the accumulation of customer behavior data will enable more advanced marketing solutions for our partners in the manufacturing and retail sectors. And this will increase marketing DX revenue and advertising revenue. By having many customers use this solution, the partners are customers, and the sales will increase, and will acquire more point sales, and we will be able to increase demand by increasing more partners. We aim to achieve revenue of 270 billion yen in FY 2027. In relation to this, I'd like to explain the initiatives of Docomo Intage, which we entered into a capital alliance last year. By having our D-Point members use points and payments, as mentioned before, the payment data will accumulate. And here, in order to further advance the solution, by linking ID and POS data with all of our retail partners, purchase product history can also be used as data, which will enable the proposal of a solution that will lead to analysis and taking actions. The solutions for retail partners can be advanced. Moreover, based on this data, we can provide the customer data analysis and communications of consumers that were difficult to have direct contact as a solution to manufacturing companies as well. As you know, Intage Group is a company that has the most know-how of analyzing POS data in Japan for a long time. Moreover, they have a strong relationship with many manufacturing companies. Through the alliance with Intage, we can further increase our strengths and provide a strong solution from upstream to downstream in the marketing DX domain. Through marketing DX initiatives and expansion of payment and point distribution, we will largely expand the marketing solutions domain. Last is the summary. As I have explained so far, we will update our strategies with a sense of speed on a daily basis and aim to increase consumer business revenue by at least 350 billion yen by fiscal year 2027. Please look forward to the future of Docomo. Thank you for your kind attention.